It is 17:30 on a sunny 13th of September, Saturday afternoon. And I've really just nipped down here to pick up some coriander with my nice new little Draper snips, a curved point on them. I wanted a pair of pointy snips for quite a while because I use a pair of Felco 2s, I think, for most of my garden snipping work, but it's nice to have something with a bit of a point on it that can get into plants, especially like the gherkins, into there without having to open too wide. And yeah, so I saw these for £6.69 in a local country store. So yep, snapped them up. We were thinking of coming down here a bit more today, but it got very wet very suddenly. And the weather has been sort of on and off all day, like that. I'm currently preparing some food. I've got Vindaloo turkey leg marinating, so I popped out to grab a bit of ginger from one of the local shops, because we turn out to be almost out of ginger. And I figured while I'm out here I should grab some coriander, and these will get put to their first use, and having a look around as well. Now I'm hoping we get down tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to make the first use of these a little bit of a tomato side shooting, because that's needed by the looks of it. So yeah, aside from that, we're hoping to get down here tomorrow to do a bit more bits and pieces, but the forecast tomorrow is a bit like today, 4 seasons in one day kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. It kind of might depend on us actually being up early-ish and doing an earlier run before the afternoon. With us, that is debatable. We're not very good at that sort of thing. We'll just have to try not to stay up too late tonight, right? That's the theory. So yeah, we'll look at that as a big side shoot up there. But yeah, so I'm going to nip off some side shoots and pick some coriander, and then we're done for today. Enjoy this little bit of sunshine whilst it's on me. Okay. And there we go. I have a little bit more than I planned, really. This whole tray has a layer of pears in it. I don't know how many are in there. What for? 8, 16, 24, maybe 24 pears. Some carrots, because I'm making some stock out of some bones at home at the moment. The coriander is the main thing I came down here for. That's for our chili dinner tonight. Nachos, we're going to have nachos. And there's of course some zucchinis down there. There's always some zucchinis. There's a bundle of parsley in there too, which will go in my stock. As I mentioned in what's going to be last week's video, which I filmed a bit of video for on Thursday, I think, these radishes are coming up okay. There may have been a bit of animal damage down there. They're growing pretty quickly, as radishes do. This is the coriander patch I've just been raiding here. I think I mentioned that in the last video as well. It's going quite well, and we need to get some more coriander seed in ASAP. Something is eating our kales over here, as it usually does. Oh, and since I've got my little clippers here, I should actually do some gherkin harvesting, because there's definitely some gherkins in here that need to be picked before they get too much bigger. So we're a bit too late for some of them. Okay, gherkins to pick, and then I'm done. But yeah, we're getting quite a few windfall pears, as you might have seen a couple on the ground in the earlier footage. So I think it's time to just harvest as much as we can. I don't know what I'm going to do with quite so many pears, but we'll work something out, or we'll just be eating a lot of pears. I think I've eaten more pears in the last fortnight than I have in the previous 10 years. Not that I'm complaining, they're really nice. Right, time to get some of these gherkins. There we go, some gherkins, Daphne H variety, and some dill. And maybe I'll do a little video that shows how I do the dill pickles lacto fermentation. Okay, home time. And there they are, in the cupboard to do their thing. So, I thought we had filmed video of us preparing some gherkins for fermentation. But that footage appears to have been lost somehow. Basically, what we do is we pack the gherkins inside a jar, which is clean/sterile. We fill the jar with water. We have the weight of the whole lot, the water and the gherkins together, and we add 2% by weight of salt, preferably a sea salt I prefer to use. And there's often some other herbs and spices in there. I prefer to use wet herbs, like in this case some dill, because if you try to put dry spices in them, they tend to float to the top and attract mold, which I don't really want in my ferments. And we have little glass weights we put in the top to hold things down, though I'd run out in this case. And if you look closely, what this one actually has in the top is an upside down small plastic container full of water that has a slightly higher ratio of salt in it, so that it's not buoyant. That means it sort of sits down nicely. And that's how we do the gherkins. And that was pretty much the last lot of gherkins we'll be doing this year. The plants have pretty much just carked it now. And maybe we'll do a video of it next year. We shall see. And we've got a few jars of these gherkins going now, all fermented away. And hopefully some of them will be tasty and good to eat. Preferably all of them, obviously. Now, the other thing that happened is we did go down to the allotment on Sunday. And somehow I have no footage from that either. I think I didn't take much footage on purpose. I thought I'd done an intro video, and I've got this a funny little few seconds of footage inside the greenhouse, which I've just looped here back and forth, forwards and then backwards a couple of times. So that's all the footage we have from Sunday. But Sunday was a good productive day, and we got one key job done, which was laying these slabs. Got the area flattened out, got some sand down, and we've added a little bit of light mortar around the edges to hold them in place. I try to be pretty minimal in my use of mortar, and I think on the video that I've lost I had a whole spiel I said about the use of concrete and its environmental concerns, but also the context of me using this much concrete and the amount of concrete I use in my life compared to the absolute billions of tons of the stuff that are made every year. So in one sense we're contributing our bit, but compared to building a bridge, our concrete footprint's pretty small, and we just use a little bit here and there. And the upshot is this will last a lot longer and be a good entry to our plot. And yeah, so we spread the chips back around. We've got some sand spread in front. We will eventually remember to take some grass seed down. We've got a big bag of grass seed, which is hopefully viable still, and we'll grass the entrance area. That's the plan anyway. If the grass doesn't grow very well, we'll just wood chip it or something instead. And yeah, what else happened? We harvested all the pears, so the trees are fully bare this weekend. That's a lot of pears. Now I'm actually recording this audio on the 28th of September, a few weeks later, as I try to edit these videos together. I've got a bit of a backlog. And since that time we have actually taken a whole bunch of these pears and dried them in our dehydrator, and the result is fantastic, though they are incredibly sweet. So I'll insert a little picture of the dried pears here as well. Why not? Basically that was it. That week was a bit short because I shot up to Manchester on the Thursday and did PyCon. I'm a software engineer, as I'm sure I've mentioned, and I'm quite glad that work decided to send me out to PyCon, and did some Python stuff. Watched some Python stuff. Mainly we were actually there to kind of raise awareness of the company I work for as part of recruitment. Tech recruitment is just really hard these days. You kind of need to be out there and attract interest, because if you just throw ads up onto the normal sites, it's pretty hellish. It's hellish for everyone. I mean, as someone who was looking for work at the start of this year, I know how bad that is. So yeah, we're trying to improve our access to potential software engineers. Anyway, I'm waffling about work now, which is just silly. That's the end of this video. Very short one because of the lost footage, and I lost some rants about concrete and all sorts of stuff. And now I'm just showing you some still images, which is pretty boring. The next video is going to be probably a short one too, because obviously I lost the whole weekend to PyCon. And then hopefully things start picking up a bit after that. We've got big harvests happening and all this. Anyway, that's Ivan from the future signing off, and we'll see what happens with the next one.